Hi bookworms! So I'm going to do a review today of Get Set by 30 by, I think it's Annette Sampson. Yes, you can see up there, Annette Sampson. I almost didn't know that for a minute. I knew the first name was Annette, but I forgot afterwards. I actually know an Annette, so I almost said her. Yeah, so essentially it's about being money savvy. And how young people can be conscious of how they're spending their money and what they can do to set themselves up for the future, pretty much for anyone under 30, so people in your 20s or below. So it's divided up really well into sections, which I'll just show you there. So essentially they're all, I've just realised that's backwards for you guys. So that's generally just things like earning money, so earning it, so about paychecks and how to handle that kind of thing. So how to break the debt cycle, how to beat banks. So banks play games. They play games with us. It's just how they are. So it's how to get your best deal out of your bank as possible. So it's how there's things like that. There's a section called Funny Money, so how to enjoy your life without breaking your bank, etc., your budget. There's things on investing, on insurance. So it's pretty much everything you really need. It's a pretty comprehensive guide to get yourself ready and set and all sorted for life, really, but to do it before you get into trouble. So you're all set up and ready to go, so if something does hit, you're all good. This is actually really good. I started reading this years ago, I think when I was still in my teens, maybe in high school. Really, really good book. Really good book. I returned, I think, because it was a library book, and then I bought it later because they were having a sale and they were selling me that book I'd borrowed, so I bought it. Tiny secret about me, I love library book sales. So this one, yeah, I got a library book sale, so I'm sorry I can't tell you what the recommended retail price is for something like this, but you could probably find something nice somewhere. But it's really good, and I really recommend you buy it, not just borrow it, because when I borrowed it and I read it, I think I got about this far, and then I pretty much forgot. Well, I had to return it, and then I forgot what happened, and I had to start again and read the whole thing again because I didn't remember anything I'd read prior to it. So I recommend you buy it so you can keep dipping into it. Another really, really good thing about this book is it's not just talking at you. It's actually got questions, if that makes sense. So the whole book is structured in a way that there is a question at the top. So if you can have a look, there's a question here. This is the question. And then it actually goes and answers that question. So it goes through the entire book, not just giving you all this information about what you need to do, but it actually just answers relevant questions. So if you're not really sure, you can just flip through and find a question that's relevant to you and just read the section below it. So that makes it a lot easier if you want to just dip in and out of it instead of just reading it cover to cover. It's a great book, honestly. I love it. I think it's wonderful. It's really good. Especially if you've just finished school and you're not really sure what you're doing, even if you're just going to uni, because I read this again, while I was in uni. I think I bought it while I was in uni and read it in my last year. Oh no, it might have been this year, but either way, it doesn't really matter if it's like when it really is, as long as it's within the period. Actually, it probably wouldn't even matter if you were over 30 and you read it. Point is, it's really good for getting yourself set up so that you don't have to panic or stress or not know what you're doing when a situation hits, like you have a really big bill, or suddenly, I don't know, your house floods and you've got to pay for everything to recoup everything. So it's just really good as a sort of personal security thing to have this, to take the advice in the book and to put them into play so that you're not stuck when you have problems. So yeah, really, really good book. Highly recommend it. It's not that long. You can see it's just there. It's decent. It's got a good setup, and it's got cute pictures. See, cute pictures. So it's not really boring, which I thought it was when I first picked it up, but it's actually really interesting Yeah, I think it's a great read, and I think everyone should buy it and read it, and it's amazing. And it's an Australian book, so it's relevant to Australian law and Australian people. So a lot of the time, the financial books that they have for you aren't actually relevant when it comes to legal things, because it's from the States or from the UK. And as an Australian, I found that's really frustrating, because I go, well, is that the same here, or is that just something that happens in the States, or is that just something that happens in the UK? And you're not really sure. But this one's actually Australian, so it's relevant. So everything you read in there, is relevant, and you understand things. It talks about tax and tax thresholds, so again, that's relevant. Although, having said that, tax thresholds do change, so make sure you do keep in contact with the ATO, or look it up on the internet or something if you want the exact figures, because again, that changes from time to time, and a book doesn't change from time to time like that does. Yes, get it. It's amazing. It's wonderful. If you liked this video, or you'd like to see more reviews from me, please reblog, follow, or subscribe. And I'll be shooting some more videos at you soon. Bye bye.